Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of my Football Manager 2022 series with Eastbourne Borough. Now we've got 2 games for you today, starting off with an away fixture in the Vanarama National League South against Dartford, and then we're going to be playing our first FA Cup tie of the season as we take on Margate away from home in the second qualifying round. Before we start though, I just want to thank all you guys for all the support on episode 1 of this series. It's very, very much appreciated. Let's keep that going today. Please drop a like on today's video if you go on to enjoy it and you're enjoying the series. Make sure you're subscribed as well for more Football Manager 2022 content. I've got to say as well, even in these early stages, I am really, really enjoying this save. I can tell it's going to be one that I really get into. Let's have a look at how we've been getting on off camera since the last episode then. Of course, you saw us beat Hampton and Richmond on the opening day by 2-1. A perfect start for us, but then we lost in our second game, 2-1 against Billericay. This was a game that we did take the lead in through Mitchell Dickinson, the centre-back, in the 51st minute. But Billericay equalised pretty much straight away. 5 minutes later, we conceded a penalty. Charlie Lee tucked it away, and then he scored a really good goal, sadly, in the 92nd minute to give all 3 points to Billericay and inflict our first defeat of the season. We bounced back slightly, a 1-1 draw at home against Oxford City, who were doing quite well in the league at the time. Charlie Kendall, the striker, getting his first goal of the season, gave us the lead in the second minute, and then Kenise Carroll equalised with just 15 minutes to go. We then played a game that I was convinced we wouldn't win. Dulwich Hamlet, who were always one of the favourites for promotion out of this league, but they gave us a free pass. Quaid Taylor was sent off for them in the 32nd minute, and just 10 minutes after that, Charlie Walker gave us the lead just before half-time. In the second half, we didn't look in any danger whatsoever of conceding a goal. So it was nice to hang on to the 1-0 win and get back on the winning run and get another 3 points. And 3 points was what we got in our final game off camera. A 4-1 victory away to Hemel Hempstead Town. Sam Alderson, the central midfielder, gave us the lead in the 11th minute. Charlie Walker on the score sheet again. And then Greg Lure came off the bench and he scored twice, so he's going to be in the starting lineup today. We did drop him because he's meant to be one of our best strikers, but he's just not been performing. Came off the bench, got himself a couple of goals. Jax Magoma scored in the 76th minute for them as a bit of a consolation goal. So a decent run off camera. And I've got to show you this as well. So this guy that scored the goal for Hemel Hempstead, I thought I'm just going to have a little look at him, see what his attributes are like. He looks absolutely fantastic. And then I looked up a little bit more, and at this level, they are paying a player 12.75k per week, which is insane for a 33-year-old. Again, he's probably one of the best players in the league, but I could not believe it. He's 56.2% of their total weekly wage bill. That's just mad. You will never see a contract, even in the next 3 or 4 leagues up, at that price. It's insane. I looked at his history. He's come from Birmingham, and then he went to India for a year, and then came to Hemel Hempstead on a free. He played quite a lot of games for Birmingham City as well. So he was going to be on the money there. I do not know how he's ended up here. But anyway, if Hemel Hempstead want to pay that much for a player, then we'll let them get on with it. Here is the Vanarama National League South as it stands. We are 5 games in. 3 wins, a draw and a defeat. 10 points on the board, sat comfortably in 7th place. And the game that we've got against Dartford that we're about to play is a game in hand. So if we win that one, there is a chance that we could move up into the top 3. So it's been a fantastic start. Dartford, who are our opponents, have only played 4 games. They've won 1, drawn 1 and lost 2. They sit currently in 17th place. We cannot read too much into the league table, though, at this stage. We've also made a new signing. We were looking around for another centre-back, and we've managed to find one. Josh Flanagan, 18 years old, comes in on loan from Northampton Town, 6 foot tall. On here it says he's a left-back, but he plays at centre-back for us. 10 heading, 10 marking, 7 tackling, which is not great, but some of his attributes are on the up. He's made a good start for us. Two games in, 1 off the bench, and he's got a 7.5 average rating. I'm very pleased with how he's getting on. He's a first choice for us now at the moment alongside Dickinson. We've also improved the staffing a little bit. We've brought in 2 scouts, so we've now got the best scouting setup in the league, which is not too hard at the moment, to be honest. This one is the chief scout. Where's our normal scout? Kevin Gould. So he's got 10 adaptability, 7 judging player ability, 5 judging player potential. And then the second guy that we got in was Matthew Bethel, 19 adaptability, 8 judging player ability, and 7 judging player potential. So pretty pleased with that. Staffing wise, we're looking decent. The physio department isn't that good, but we can address that next season once their contracts run down. Now, financially, the bank balance, we are now in the red, but we haven't got any debts. It says we've got a net debt of £5,173. So I don't know what's quite happening with that, but we're still in range of the wage budget. We never had a transfer budget anyway. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Projection-wise, is not looking too great, though. And that's why an FA Cup run, any kind of FA Cup run, will be really important to us when we play Margate today. They are in the league below, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to get ourselves a win. But we can't concentrate on the FA Cup tie just yet. We've got the league game to play first against Dartford. Now, I've also changed up the formation a little bit. We've gone from a 4-4-2 to more of a 4-2-4. Changed 1 or 2 of the roles in there as well, and I've moved the mentality from positive down to balanced. It was after we had a couple of bad results against Billericay and against Oxford City. I thought we're just going to change this up a bit. So we've now got a deep line playmaker and a box-to-box rather than a box-to-box and a ball winner. We've got 2 wingers now on support on either side, but pushed a little bit further up. And I've changed the poacher to a deep line forward. And so far, we've won 3 out of 3 with it, and we want to try and continue that today. So today's team in that 4-2-4 formation is going to be Lee Morgan in goal. We've got Max Drake, Jake Elliott, Mitchell Dickinson, and Jack Curry at the back. In the centre of midfield, Sam Alderson and Reece Wiley. Sam Alderson's been really good, actually. He's here on a non-contract. We signed him in the summer, and he's put in some decent performances in that central midfield role. He's keeping James Ferry out of the side at the moment. We've got Hutchinson on the left, Whelpdale on the right, and then up front, Greg Lewis is going to get the start today alongside Charlie Walker. On the bench, Mark Wright, Flanagan, Ferry, Rollinson, and Kendall. A pretty strong bench that we've got there. Let's get into it. Hopefully, we can make it 4 wins on the bounce. So here we go then. It's still really difficult, actually, to judge in this league after only a few games who you should be beating and who you shouldn't. But we've got a chance of an early free kick, and it's going to be Alderson to take it. He scored a screamer in a previous game from a free kick, and he's almost done the same today. Clips the top of the crossbar. But yeah, it's difficult to know who you should beat and who you shouldn't, who the strong teams are. I think Ebbsfleet are really strong at this level, as well as Dulwich Hamlet. But if we can get a top 7 finish and sneak into the playoffs this season, that would be an incredible result. But we need the squad to gel together, which they've been managing to do. Here's Alderson now, and he picks it up again from Wiley. Nice ball through to Whelpdale, and we take the lead in the 15th minute of this game. A perfect start for us under the floodlights away to Dartford, and we make it 1-0. That is a great start. Good little build-up play as well between Alderson and Wiley, and Alderson getting himself another assist. Great finish from the veteran Whelpdale. Well, we'll take that. As it stands, that puts us joint 3rd in the league as Dickinson heads one on, and Greg Lewis somehow misses a bit of an open goal. We've given him the start today after he got a couple of goals for us off the bench in that last fixture, but he should have really made that 2-0. Here come Dartford now, looking to get back into the game as they knock the ball backwards. Here's Roberts in towards Aziz. Great block at the back. And then Hutchinson can bring this away down this left-hand side. He's another one who we've gradually brought into the team, and he's done very well for us. Looks very dangerous. Takes on a couple of players, and he goes for the shot, but it's well over the top. So we have just dropped a bit of praise on the team. Oh, we're going to concede a penalty. Curry has done it again. I'm sure it was Curry that conceded the penalty against Billericay, and we've allowed Dartford a way back in here. Here comes the penalty kick. Oh, and it's almost saved by Morgan in our goal, but it is one apiece as we come towards the half-time break. We've got to stop doing that. That's 2 penalties now that we've given away already this season. Now, we are going to have to look out a bit for fitness as well. We've played quite a few games in a short space of time just lately, so we are going to have to manage this squad appropriately. We're going to have a throw-in, though, on this left-hand side. Just as I was about to make a change, here's Hutchinson. Ball into the box. Whelpdale is there. Whelpdale scores. He's not offside, and he puts Eastbourne Borough back into the lead. Fantastic opening 10 minutes in this second half, and that's exactly the response that we needed. Whelpdale getting his second of the game. Lovely cross from Hutchinson, and a great finish. Hutchinson was the player I'm just about to bring off as well. Right, so Hutchinson can come off. We are going to bring on Joel Rollinson on that left-hand side. We also might have to make a change in central midfield soon. We've got Sam Alderson and Reece Wiley both struggling a little bit, but we'll give them another 5 minutes out there. Right, let's make our final 2 changes. 18 minutes to go. We're going to take off Dickinson, bring on the new signing, Josh Flanagan. The only reason he didn't start today was because he wasn't fully fit. We are also going to take off Sam Alderson, and we're going to bring on James Ferry, and that's going to be all our substitutions in this game. 18 minutes to go. Can we hold on for the win? So as the time ticks away, there's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time, but we are going to hold on for another 3 points. 4 wins in a row, and it's been a fantastic start to this campaign for us. Really, really pleased with that. So in terms of the league table, after 6 games, that pushes us up to 4th position. 13 points, just a point off Ebbsfleet United at the top, and it's been an absolutely fantastic start for us. We've won our last 3 games in a row. We've won 4 out of 6. Really pleased with that. I cannot complain whatsoever. But the next one is a really big game. Margate away in the FA Cup second qualifying round. We need to do well here. Now, the prize money at this stage isn't massive. If we win the game, we get 3.37k. But that builds as the rounds go up. The third qualifying round, you get 5,000. The fourth, you get 9,000. So if you get through these 3 games, you're looking at £20,000 into the club, which at this level of football is massive. Now, we have had a couple of loan offers for our third choice goalkeeper, Luke Glover. I've recently put him on the transfer list. I was having a little look at the squad in terms of players' current ability, and we've got a couple of players who we've added on, Luke Glover being one of them, because it doesn't look as though they're going to get any better. Charlie Lambert is another one that we've put on that list as well. So we've finally attracted a bit of interest. It's not a transfer, it's a loan. However, Chelmsford are willing to pay 80% of his wages, and Hungerford Town are willing to pay up to 9. Well, it's pretty much the same. 80% playing time, 90% non-playing time. I'm going to respond to both offers, and we'll accept it. That'd actually be really good for our wage budget at this stage. Right then, so second of the 2 games today, it's Margate away from home. They are in the division below us, so I'm hopeful of another positive result. We're going to have Lee Worgan starting in goal, Max Drake. Flanagan comes into the side in place of Elliott, Dickinson alongside him, and it's also going to be a first start for Mark Wright in today's game. How will he get on, the 34-year-old? I'm going to be really interested to see. Dean Hammond gets the start in central midfield instead of Wiley alongside Alderson. Hutchinson switches over to the right-hand side instead of Whelpdale just for fitness reasons. Rollinson will start on the left. Greg Lewis keeps his place, but he is going to be partnered up top by Charlie Kendall. I'm hoping that he's going to be able to grab us some goals because he is a really decent prospect up front. He's got some good attributes. On the bench, we've got Curry, Elliott, Wiley, Whelpdale, Walker, Ferry, and Jallow. Let's get into the second of today's games. Hopefully we can make it 2 wins out of 2 and safely into the next round of the FA Cup. So 5 changes to the team today, but it's a risk. However, I'm hoping that some of the boys, such as Mark Wright, Dean Hammond, that have not been playing regular football, step up and take their chance today. It has been a very even start in the first 23 minutes, though, but we've got a chance. Ball into the box. Keeper chooses to punch away. Mark Wright is there, and James Hammond gets his first goal of the season. He's saying to me, boss, I want to be in this team, and what a strike that is to give us the lead in the 24th minute. Wonderful finish this was. Ball whipped into the box. Keeper makes a bit of a mess of it, to be fair, but Hammond's brought it down and he's hit it on the half volley into the top corner, and it's a great start. There is a kick-off highlight, though, for Margate, which always makes me a little bit wary. They're going to be looking to get straight back into this game with Adjumang. Surely that can't be Patrick Adjumang, can it? We're going to have to check that in after the next highlight. But Margate coming forward with Backman, knocks it all the way back to the central defender, and he tries the ball over the top. Drake does really well. Dickinson heads it back to the goalkeeper. I don't know why he didn't pick it up, but hopefully we're going to get ourselves on a counter-attack. Ball pumped forward. Greg Luer's there. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Greg Luer smashes it into the top corner for his third goal of the season. And after 25 minutes, we are in control. I will absolutely take that. Let's just drop a little praise on the boys for it. Make them all happy as we head towards half-time. Just over 5 minutes to go in this first half, and as it stands, we're in control, but Margate looking to get back in it. Drake with a clearance, and now Kendall will pick it up and hopefully hit us on another counter-attack. This is how we got them on the last goal. Rollinson in towards Kendall, and then all the way back to James Hammond. Lovely ball from Mark Wright in towards Kendall, and that is 3. Absolutely fantastic from him. Second goal of the season, his first goal today, and Mark Wright gets himself an assist. What a ball this was from Mark Wright, by the way. Dropped into him by Hammond. Look at that pass. Superbly executed, and Kendall doesn't mess about whatsoever. It's certainly been a case of us purely taking our chances. I'm going to say to the boys, I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. Let's keep that confidence flowing into the second half. Hopefully, Margate won't go out and get 3 goals. They have had more shots on goal than us, though, and they're going to be looking to try and get in early. Flanagan just knocks it back to the goalkeeper. He's been brilliant, actually, the 18-year-old on loan from Northampton. Here's Hutchinson. Finds Greg Luer. Both him and Kendall up top have got themselves a goal today, so they're going to be happy. Kendall's looking for another one, and he's put it away. Second of the game, third of the season for Charlie Kendall, and he's back in form, and we'd love to see that. Well, this has been good. I think now that we're 4-0 up, we are going to look to give 1 or 2 players a little rest. Let's take off Joe Rollinson, and we're going to bring on Jallo on this left-hand side, see what he's got. And I think we will also take off Sam Alderson, and we'll bring on James Ferry, because he needs some minutes. He is a bit of an important player for us, and he's not been getting that much game time. Corner for us now with Mark Wright as he whips the ball into the box. Looks for Luer, and he finds our 5th of the game. And it's a second assist for Mark Wright. He's calling for a start in that left-back role. Another fantastic ball into the box. And that makes it 5-0. We are fully in control of this match. Great finish from Greg Luer. They're now going to be fighting it out between them for the hat-trick. So final substitution's been made. We've taken off Hutchinson. We've brought on Whelpdale on that right-hand side. There's only 9 minutes to go in this game. Let's not ruin the clean sheet now. Oh, we have ruined the clean sheet. Kane Hazeman gets a goal for Margate. They've got one back. They've had enough shots on goal, to be fair, to score one, but I really wanted the clean sheet today. So 3 minutes of stoppage time will be played. Here's Mark Wright with another ball in. Greg Luer hits the crossbar, and Swift clears the danger away. I think Greg Luer was offside, but do you know what? Despite the amount of goals that we've scored and the fact that the strikers have both got 2 each, I feel like Mark Wright has a case for being man of the match today. But that will do it. Full time at Margate. It finishes Margate 1, Eastbourne Borough 5. They had 21 shots at goal with 7 on target. Their XG was only just a little bit lower than ours. But we did the business today. 2 goals for Kendall, 2 for Luer, and then who else scored as well? Oh, James Hammond scored, didn't he, in the centre of midfield. Good game for him. So we're going to say to the boys at full time even, well done, boys. That was a great win for us. And there's the confirmation look. We got awarded 3.37k for beating Margate in the second qualifying round, and this is good to see as well. Mark Wright on form for Eastbourne Borough. He got 3 assists in that game and an 8.8 average rating. I am going to say to him, very impressed with the chances you created in our last match, and he did fantastically well. So to finish off today's video then, we are going to have the draw for the FA Cup third qualifying round. 92 teams will go into the hat, and we will play away to Merthyr. Is that Merthyr Tydfil? It used to be Merthyr Tydfil. So another side that is in a lower league than us, a massive opportunity to get through to the next round. They've got a capacity of 10,000, so that's going to be a really interesting match. But again, it's one that, especially in the form that we're currently in, it's one that we should win. So that game will take place in just 2 games' time. And again, the FA Cup third qualifying round, when we have a little look at the rules, 5.62k for a win in that one, which would really improve our finances. So I'm very happy indeed with the start that we've made. 4th in the league, safely through to the next round of the Cup, and what more can you ask for? But guys, we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. Make sure you subscribe as well to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon.